When I inherited my grandmother's old house, I thought it was just going to be a job clearing it out. The place was a labyrinth of forgotten trinkets and dust-coated furniture, but the attic was where things got strange. In the corner stood an ornate mirror, its frame tarnished with age. I always thought it was a dusty relic, until one day, after a particularly exhausting day of sorting through boxes, I caught a glimpse of my reflection. And it didn't move the way I did. It was subtle at first, a slight delay, like watching a video with a lag. I laughed it off as fatigue and went to bed. The next evening, curiosity got the better of me, and I returned to the attic. The moment I stood in front of the mirror, I saw it again. My reflection stared back, but its eyes seemed to search mine, as if it was scrutinizing every part of my soul. I raised my hand, and it followed, but with a sinister grace that made my skin crawl. It felt alive, and I could swear it smirked at me, a knowing, twisted smile that I had never seen on my own face. A shiver ran down my spine, and I stepped back, tripping over a stack of old photo albums. As I scrambled to my feet, I noticed something else, a shadow darting in the background of the reflection. Desperate for answers, I spent the next few days researching the mirror. My grandmother's journals hinted at dark family secrets, whispers of old-world magic, and a pact made generations ago. She wrote of a guardian, a reflection that watches over the family, but warns of the danger if it ever becomes displeased. My blood ran cold as I realized that the reflection wasn't just a passive observer, it was a gatekeeper, and I had somehow angered it. I had to find a way to appease it before something worse happened. Acting on instinct, I gathered all the items my grandmother had mentioned in her journals, a locket, a candle, and a few sprigs of a plant I found in the garden. That night, I approached the mirror with the items in hand, heart pounding in my chest. As I performed the ritual, my reflection stood still, watching. The air grew heavy, and the room seemed to spin around me. Just as I finished, the reflection mirrored my every move perfectly, but this time, with a malicious grin. Suddenly, the room went dark, and I felt an icy hand grip my shoulder. In the dim light, I saw my own face twisted in terror. The reflection had stepped out of the mirror, and I was the one trapped inside.